Hi, I bring you a game that was just played like 24 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago, against a 2256 player. Now, I want to show you some instructive tactical awareness here for my hand. I tend to be quite good at noticing back rank weaknesses and all that sort of thing. So here we go with this game that was just played, and my opponent is 2256. So first of all, I've got to get the thing working, because otherwise I have to do another outtake. Okay, so first of all, I play Queen c3 here, and this just disturbs this pawn here, sort of, and probably just b5 would be in order for white here, I think. Maybe, but then I have knight c5. Who knows? So here's bishop e4, fe4. This is really dangerous for white, because now all of a sudden this bishop is so strong, and meanwhile on the western eastern front is this pawn is still attacked on b4. So here's knight d4, queen b4, and queen c2. Now, so here comes this bishop along here, along the nasty diagonal, is bishop h3. Now, what's your move? What's the move you're going to play against rook b1 and rook b7? Two moves for black. So can you find them? So what's your move against rook b1? Fair enough. And my next move after rook b7, what's my next move after? If you can do a little bit of detection work here. And there is other ways for black to go here, but after rook b1, then my queen's really only got three places to go. Here, here, and here. So after rook b1, where would you move your queen? Where would you move your queen? And it eventually picks up a piece. It's a bit horrible, isn't it, really, chess? So, here comes rook b1, okay? So, where would you play your queen? Because I'm going to play my queen somewhere. I don't think I'm going to take anything or do anything here. I just don't know. So I played my queen, and the score is 2-1 to my opponent's got 1 point out of 3, and I've got 2. There are other players that I've got on here that have got a few points above mine. So that's just what happens in chess. See here, I played queen a3. So after rook b7, okay, after rook b7, what's your move for black? Can you see something quite reasonable? After rook b7, and if you don't want to see it, just pause or something, you might. Yeah, so anyway, my next move is reasonable, and it also threatens the knight, is queen e3. Now, we can all see very clearly that fe3 is no good, as rook to f1 is checkmate, okay? So, pawn takes queen is not a good idea. So, here, now, the rook goes back to b1, and queen takes knight, and rook d4, d1, threaten rook d4. So here, is rook b1, queen d4, rook d1, attacking my queen on d4. What's your next move that more or less basically my opponent resigned on the spot? Already a piece down, of course. So we've got queen e3, and if knight back here, then it's pretty basic, really, isn't it? Because it's queen f2 checkmate. So queen f2 and queen g2 checkmate, or bishop g2 checkmate after queen f2 check, bishop g2 checkmate. So queen e3, so the rook comes back to b1, so of course I'm going to take the knight. So after rook d1, what's your next move, which is really annoying for white? And initially I thought of just a swap, okay? So we got rook d1, and here I played a pretty reasonable move. And so I played rook f2. And initially I thought it's just going to be a swap, to be honest. Rook d4, rook c2. And I thought, oh, yep, and that's okay. But obviously, after rook d4 comes rook f1 checkmate. If queen takes, well, how come I can't do that? So if, I can't talk with this. I haven't turned the analysis machine on, and the tournament's just finished. So if queen takes queen, then we just have simply queen takes rook on d1 check, and queen back either here or here, and queen takes queen checkmate, or queen takes queen checkmate, or similar. So what happens if just this move? Can you see what happens if this move? What's black's next move? And the computer's showing it, of course. Is if queen c1, then we have rook f1 checkmate, as it's a double check, and it's checkmate at the same time. Okay, I thought I'd like to share that with you. I hope that helps a little bit with your game of chess, or whatever it does. I hope it aids you in your game of chess. Okay, bye for now.